I gotta say that. What was Jay? What is this movie?
Is this your first time watching it?
I have never heard of this film. I knew nothing about it. And when I watched this movie, I was like, okay, first of all, it is the most Jay film I think I may have ever seen. But also, what is happening right now, dude? Yeah.
I was also very, very confused as well. I felt that way too. And Wasp also felt that way. She went on a rant, I think, for 10 minutes. And I was like, yeah, I understand.
That was really something, man. I just had no idea what to think about it. I will say this, my score is not great. I'll just spoiler alert that right now. But I had more fun than the score will indicate. Because I did laugh a couple times at this film. But I just was like, what is this? And then somebody's like, isn't it have John Cusack in it? And I was like, yeah, Jay and John have beef. So I'm surprised you picked this film.
I mean, so weird. It's just weird for like half the movie.
Is that the first time you watched it too, Mo?
Oh yeah, I had heard of the movie. I'd never seen it. But it's so freaking weird.
Yeah.
Am I supposed to laugh here? Is this supposed to be funny? This is just weird.
I don't know what it is. Me and my buddies had this on like VHS, and we watched it like every weekend throughout high school. We thought it was the funniest thing ever. So
that's actually fair. Like if this came out when I was in high school, I probably would have loved this movie. It would have been because my favorite movie and the one I used to watch on repeat was Don't Be a Menace. So like that's just as silly and goofy. So
it didn't come out when it came out in 85, but we got it. Like I said, like oh my gosh, don't let Jay pick movies.
Oh no.
I saw this very clear divide in Criticless reviews of people who have never seen it before and people who had seen it and had that nostalgia factor. Like that to me, I think seemed to determine whether or not they really loved that movie or whether they were, oh my God, Jay, what did you do?
All right, let me break this down. This movie is kids. This is exactly how we pictured it's an exaggeration of how certain people act in high school before the internet. So guys, I knew a guy who had a girlfriend for like a month and he was overly obsessed with her, literally like in the film. Pictures of her everywhere. His locker was decorated with and then they broke up and he was trying to do everything in his power to win her back, just like in the film. And it was just like, we would make fun of him because like, this was all about you. Being bored at work and using your imagination and like totally screwing everything up, freaking hilarious. It takes a knock at self-deletion and showing how stupid it is and why you shouldn't do it. It was like a reverse psychology type thing on how you couldn't, shouldn't do it, stuff like that. And the dad in there was trying to be every cool dad growing up while you were in high school. He had like a book where he was like,
the book was so funny.
Like reading
right.
quote.
What did he say? Like he didn't say right on. He said he said right off. Right off.
Yeah, right off, man. Yeah, he's like, yeah. Oh,
and then it was just like, listen, man, it's true. Like someone Mountain Mutt says, "Oh God, please tell me that's not a booger." That's how it is, man. You're talking to a girl and you're a teenager, and she's like, and she does this. You're like, my mind's like, there's something in my nose. Like there's something in my nose. Not everybody, but the majority of people's first job back in the 90s, 80s, and I was like working at fast food and hated it.
Oh,
that's why you didn't care. Everybody bought a clunker car. I did. See, that's the thing. I guess my first car, I paid $150 for it. It was a 1980 Mustang. It was a piece of trash, man, but I loved it. And I had to work on it almost every weekend just to keep it running. Holy crap, Darth Bane's like, we want Old Yeller. Oh man.
No, we really don't.
This movie I have no nostalgia for, and it was just so weird.
It was really weird.
Once the chick started speaking English, then it got better. But the whole thing, like everybody was eating up the scenery. It was so. I'm like, there's a few great lines in the beginning, like, "What's the world coming to?" Throwing perfectly good white people away.
Yeah.
I laughed out loud when I
throwing a perfectly good white boy away. His friend that was addicted to drugs was pretty great. I laughed at the mountain scene when he started snorting the snow. I was like, dude, okay, this is actually.
I can't even get real drugs here.
Oh my god! But then he was also snorting the Jello. That was so weird.
Yeah,
that
when
was
he started
really
snorting
weird.
the Jello, that was actually pretty good too. Nah,
Because he couldn't get drugs in the town.
Look, I've been going to this high school for 7 years. I am no dummy.
Yeah. I don't know why.
Oh,
I don't know why. One of my all-time favorite scenes in this film was when he gets called up to like do the problem on the in front of the class, and he scrapes the chalk, and it's like he turns around and everybody's all. I don't know why that's so funny to me.
Dude.
Also, when the fat kid Ricky, when he's running after the girl and he loses his balloon, he turns around and like does like a little jump to try to get. I thought it was hilarious, dude. Man, I thought it was hilarious.
That was Dan Schneider.
Yeah, it was Dan Schneider.
Yeah. So I don't. If for people that don't know,
Creepy.
Dan Schneider. Well, he is very creepy. Yes, that part of it is definitely. But he is responsible for some of the biggest hits in Nickelodeon history. Like the guy was kind of a legend. Like he's been in weird movies, but he made
a legend, a
Good
producer
Burger,
legend. Yeah,
producer legend. He made Good Burger, the movie. He made Big Fat Liar. But he was responsible for making all that. Kenan and Kel, The Amanda Show, Zoe 101 or 101, iCarly, and Sam and Cat. And he made a bunch of other shows as well. He created Drake and Josh.
That list you just made,
huh?
He should have been thrown in jail for that list you just made.
Well, I mean, no, dude, that stuff was great in high school and like grade school and stuff, dude. That was like, there was so many kids watching that stuff. I don't know, man. He was kind of a legend. So when I saw him, I was like, who is that fat guy? He looks really familiar. And then I was like, oh no, it's Dan Schneider. We should have known, but yeah. Dude, that was this movie was wild. I just didn't.
It just was really stupid.
Dude, it is stupid, but that's what's weird about it is like parts of it were really funny, stupid. But then parts of it are just like John Cusack, like he seemed like he was really like the weird like ha 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 thing that he kept doing. I was like, what is happening right now, dude? It was like it felt like I put this in my review. I literally don't even know what to think about this movie, but like I said it felt like if you took an MTV video from the 80s, got it high on LSD, and then forced it to write a film. Like, it really like I could absolutely see if I grew up in the 80s and this movie came out that I would think this movie was hilarious though. Like this is like you had to be there at the time to really get some of the references and jokes, but also there are so many comedians in this movie, dude. Like they were everywhere, and I kind of like dug that too because I was like, see, I know all these actors, but if you didn't know who these guys were, like, and you watched it now, you'd be like, what's the big deal with this math class guy? But I don't know, man. I did have fun with the movie. It's just it was so weird, dude.
It was stupid, and then like they threw in like
I could hear Jade laughing in the movie. I could hear you laughing in the back of my head, dude.
And they threw in like a random ski competition into the entire thing that made absolutely no sense whatsoever.
He just kept dying on this cliff. Like I was like, dude, what is happening?
Okay, that was the weirdest part. Sorry, go ahead.
No, it's weird. Everyone's supposed to be a high schooler, and they all look like they're 30. Like,
yeah, they did.
Oh, dude.
So how are they able to ski when they live in LA? Like, how do you do that? Like, how do they have ski competitions in LA? Are there's like a special mountain in the area, or? Because I thought that was weird that they.
Well, they weren't in LA. They were in a small town of Cranston. So that's what he said. Like when they're in the grocery store, they're like, "We're in the smallest town of the smallest town," and the other guy's a legend because he could ski the K-12.
Yeah.
And so they just lived in a small town in Northern California. So
okay,
it wasn't in LA.
Okay, Dodger
Someone was so bored he didn't pay attention. That's okay.
All I can think of is, man, I'd rather be watching Pee-wee's Big Adventure, where they do weird a lot better.
Oh, man, this was.
Oh my god,
we got to do a watch party together because I can point out so many little things that people miss. Dude. It's just like, so when the mom shows up, the mom cooks like Sevi. So anyone that marries, she's gonna be like, I found a recipe.
The octopus got a laugh, dude. When it's in the background and you just see the tentacles moving and stuff, and they never say anything about it, dude. I did make me laugh. I laughed at that part. I was like, that's actually pretty funny.
That was so funny. I laughed at all the cooking scenes. I was like, I can see this. I can see this happening.
Dude. Anyways,
hold on. Mr. P points out a good the guy that owned the hamburger shop was in the movie Porky's.
Oh yeah,
he was Porky. That was from the R-rated film Porky's, and he ran a pig shop that made hamburgers. It just was like, I don't know, man. It was pretty funny. But when the mom came out and was like, "You're gonna like the food tonight. I made a recipe, but water got on it, so I just improvised." It was some kind of green slime.
Oh, the one where it walked away on its own.
Yeah, it did.
He's like, I'm not hungry.
Yeah. Put on
Watch like not rewatching it never. No, I'm talking about the boys. Yeah. We're gonna get the boys together. We'll watch it at the house.
Yeah. I love things like when.
If you don't know or didn't know what you were expecting, I could see why somebody would be like, I don't understand it. And I didn't know what to expect either. But once I started watching and realized it was like, okay, this is like an 80s movie. This is like one of the comedies that's like not gonna it may not age as well, because like there was comedies in the 90s that people like watched and loved that somebody watching it now wouldn't get. Like a lot of people might watch wow, I just said it, Don't Be a Menace. But there were jokes in that movie that if you didn't watch like Boys in the Hood and all of those films and Menace to Society and stuff, you would never understand why that movie is so funny. Like, it's just one of those things. So I kind of got it, but it's also like, what is happening, dude? Like, that was my biggest thing. Because they don't even give like breaks for jokes. They just go from one to the next to the next. Like when the mailman shows up and they're just, what song were they randomly playing when the mailman shows up? I don't remember, but that guy was like a famous comedian.
He drops all the mail while he's walking up.
Oh yeah, he's like dropping all the mail.
He was like famous in the 80s. He was a famous comedian in the 80s too. But when he goes up to the door and just starts talking about his girlfriend or whatever, and he shuts the door and you can hear him outside talking still about, I'll just take her here to get dinner and we'll do this. Dude.
He just kept having visions of like losing his girlfriend, and like everybody wanting to ask her out. So it just was like kind of like the theme there,
Yeah.
Something that happened in that scene. I gotta know what the hell is up with the Gooner little brother.
Oh, dude.
Oh yeah, with the trashy, how to pick up trashy woman, and then he goes in and opens the door, and then he's surrounded by trashy women. I laughed so hard when that happened. I was like,
Happy New Year.
Autistic. Like I knew people. I will say this: I knew people that had little brothers that didn't talk to anybody and were like kind of to themselves and did like built things and stuff. We all had friends like that. And so when he walks in, he doesn't talk to anybody. He's like, oh, that's what he is. Like that was autism back then. That's what it looked like. So he's like, he goes like, why can't you be like normal ever? Like, why do you sit around like building things? You can't have fun doing that. And he shoots the laser gun and he just walks away. Like, oh, dude. Oh man.
It's like, clipping out things on cereal boxes was big back in the day, and
why would you clip this? Why would you clip the cereal box?
You don't know about that?
Okay, so in comic books, cereal boxes, all kinds of things, if you clipped out the proof of purchase or the US piece, the US piece, like, so it's like if you mail in 10 proof of purchases, they'll send you a limited edition prize or a toy or something like that. So it was like a big deal. So when you went to the grocery store, I'd try to beg my mom to buy like 10 boxes of Captain Crunch so I could cut out all the proof of purchase so they could send me something in the mail.
I get it. You guys have to keep in mind that when I was growing up, because of my dad's job, we lived in a bunch of different countries before we came back and then like just stayed. So when I was growing up, because of my dad's job, we lived everywhere.
The stupid part of the film is most of the cereal boxes have bags in them, so they're not going to spill out all over the floor. If you cut out the proof of purchase.
Too. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Oh, that makes more sense. I was wondering why when he grabbed the cereal box, like a bunch of stuff was going out and there was like a little rectangle. I was like, I don't understand this. Like, were they trying to serve it that way? That was kind of weird.
No, but the crazy thing is the more that you collected, the bigger the prize. So the fact that he was able to build a space shuttle at the end.
Yes, that was awesome.
Means he just was clipping out all these things. So good, even the cat food. That's why the cat food was spilling all over the place.
The best part was when that lady drank the lighter fluid or whatever it was, and they lit up and she exploded.
The next
that was the best part.
Sorry, your mom blew up, Ricky.
Yeah.
And her face was like this. That was awesome.
Yeah. That was pretty funny. She's like, yeah, this reminds me of moonshine back in college. She's like, don't, and boom. And that was funny. That was funny. Dude, there were some good
bro.
That
was my favorite.
When it was Christmas time and that fat kid Ricky gives the French girl a picture of himself was freaking hilarious, dude.
Oh yeah,
I was rolling.
Why did she leave and start laughing her ass off?
Because she got like that was the big present. It was a picture of him, and he looked retarded.
Yeah,
I would have
just thought it was funny.
Okay, I get it.
I think it was freaking hilarious,
dude. The Ricky thing was so weird, but yeah, dude, the little brother was probably one of my favorite parts of the movie. Just him progressively through the whole film, and then when he finds the magazine, I was like, dude, this is wild. Also, dude, like, it just reminded me of like what you could get away with making movies back then, because like the scene with Cusack in the garage when he has the thing around, dude. Yeah, because I can't even say it on YouTube when he's trying to Minecraft himself with the rope or whatever, and his mom opens the door and he's just like,
she's vacuuming.
I was like, dude, this is crazy. And then when he's in the garage with the smoke and he's like starting to pass out, I was like, dude, you could never get away with this nowadays.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Oh no, not at all. Like it.
No.
That's what I'm saying. It was like a movie that looked at self-deletion as stupid, and it's like don't do that. Look how stupid it is, right?
Yeah.
The one scene where the father comes out and goes, "I need to talk to you about the car in the driveway." He goes, "I gave you $150 for you to buy a car that's not working," and I'm sitting there like, $150 for a '69 Camaro.
I know. Yeah, when they showed that, I was like, "Bro, really?"
That car looked so cool.
Yeah. Dude, yeah, I thought that was rad. I was like, dude, I was so mad when he finally revealed it. I was like, dude, you've been walking around here whining this whole time. You had this car sitting there. Like, that's crazy.
He should have station
wagon.
I mean, I got to defend him. That wagon was indestructible.
That's true.
He got into so many wrecks and it worked perfectly fine.
Yeah.
He kept running into the guy that owned the burger joint. Was that the same guy? Porky?
Yeah.
Like,
what was that? What was that guy's? What did he say? He's like, I'm gonna send you to the dentist or something like that. Like after he hits him the first time.
Yeah, or something. Like, yeah, he said something about his dental insurance or something. Like,
I'm gonna activate your dental. That's what he said. Man, that's pretty funny, man.
Yeah.
And then he hit. What's up with the two like Chinese people? I kept thinking about his Phil becoming Howard Cosell.
Dude, the one guy, the guy that kept doing the announcing or whatever, like for people that watched Cobra Kai recently, that was what was his name? Chosen.
Yeah, he was in Karate Kid Part 2.
Yeah. Yep. So I was like, dude, it's just great that he kept showing up. Like, yeah. I don't know, dude. It was so wild. Like, I was like, what are the Japanese guys doing? And then there they go, start talking, and I was like, oh no, dude, this is wild.
Why did they have a PA on top of their car? That was so weird.
It's like Japanese, bro. That's what he said. He's like, I don't know. He's like, they came over here and they just like latched onto one thing, and that's all they've been doing their whole life. Like, yeah.
All right, so let's start off. John Cusack's character is named Lane Meyer. Like, it's the most sad name ever. Sorry if anybody's in the chat named Lane.
My name is Lane.
Yeah. He goes out with a girl named Beth Truss, right?
Yeah.
So, and then the guy that takes her from her is Roy Stalin. So, like, those are the names. And then, like, the way that she breaks up with them, she's like, "Hey, I think we need to see other people. I need to date someone that's more popular to help my social status."
I know. I laughed. That was brutal.
Yeah. Dude.
It would be nice if every girl in high school was that truthful.
Just let you know ahead of time that's what was going to happen.
Hey,
yeah.
I'm slinging this. I need to get up the ladder. All right. Sorry, you ain't cutting it. Yep.
She also talked about wanting to date a guy with a really nice car, but so that's why all this stuff comes back full circle. He has then Lane comes out with a Camaro and all that stuff. And then he finds the French exchange student across the street, who only purpose was to be like with Ricky to find a girl for her son, Ricky.
Yeah, dude. What was up with that? That was so wild.
That was weird.
Yeah,
that was so weird.
I mean, obviously it was funny because she's like, like, oh, I'm just this terrible mom that's like encouraging my son or whatever, my loser son. But then when you start like watching him get more and more confident, and like at one point, the end of the movie, like she yells at the girl to get back inside the house, and then Ricky's standing there. He's like looking at him in his bathrobe. He's like, like walking through the house. I was like, dude, this is so crazy. Oh, dude, yeah.
I like when he goes into. He has his first crash, like his second or third crash from the K-12. He goes to get his ski fixed, and the owner of the ski shop is like in a body cast.
Yeah.
He's like, "Holy crap, what happened to you?" He goes, "I tried to ski the K-12. You got to be an idiot to do that." John Cusack's like, "Yeah."
Oh man.
He just kept talking. He's like, "I thought everything was easy after the Olympics, but boy, was I wrong." It's like,
That's
yeah,
so funny, dude.
no problem. See, it is good when you talk about it. It's pretty funny.
Yeah,
it's pretty funny. I also like the fact, I don't know if this happened to any one of y'all, but it happened in my life.
Yeah.
My dad set me up with a girl to take out on a date in junior high when I was 11th grade.
That's so embarrassing.
Yeah.
And, you were a junior?
Yeah.
You were a junior? Ooh.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
So it was a church girl, and it was horrible. I just did. We went out to we just went to the mall. It just was like, okay, I did it for a favor. We're done, and that was the end of it. But like in the film, Dad sets her up with a girl with like these braces that are, and she's just like, let's just save the time and trouble and just give me the money that you were gonna spend. He's like, can you write a check? So
yeah,
I thought that was great.
Yeah, he's like, obviously you want to go out with me, and she's like, I don't want to do you. I don't like you. I don't want to go out with you. Yeah, that was pretty wild.
That explains a lot. Hey, man, my dad was like, I think this would be a perfect match for you. Some girl from church. It was not. It was not. He was friends with my parents were friends with them church friends, and it just was like, I had just got my license. I'm driving the car. The whole thing is like, nah, this ain't it. So I remember when it was all over, it was just like, well, see you later. It's like this.
That's so awkward.
I love you like a sister in Christ. And
yeah, exactly. It's like, I'll see you in church camp. We'll see you in church camp.
That's so amazing, dude. I'm sorry. That's killing me, dude. Like,
which everyone's asking if she was attractive. Yeah, she was pretty.
Jesus. Well, see you later.
Yeah.
Speeds off into the night.
That's how it is.
Dude.
I love you biblically.
That makes so much sense. Oh my god.
Oh no.
That's pretty much how it was.
I'm really trying to focus on my relationship with the Lord right now.
Yeah, it's like Jesus comes first. Sorry.
Jesus.
I've got to make God here, not you. Don't take it personal.
I'm sorry. It's funnier because I grew up in church and I've heard those excuses really do get used. Oh,
really?
Dude. Oh yeah, absolutely, man. Like, because that's the thing too. Like, because when you're like church going and stuff, your parents want you to like date people from the church and stuff. Because then you're like, cool, she's a godly woman and stuff.
Yeah. That's how it was.
Yeah. So you get I'm just really focused on my relationship with the Lord right now. Like,
but on the same hand, when you do the prayer circles, you grab somebody's hand, you try to position yourself next to the hot girl.
The prayer circle, yeah.
Yeah. Hold hands and pray. You're like, yes. So
yeah.
Church camp always made and break relationships. It's like people that were together. We all went to church camp. They broke up in the middle because they found somebody from another church. Oh, that church is 10 miles down the road. Like, she's much better looking.
I remember driving. We drove to Vero Beach from Indiana, and there would be a couple on the way down, and they'd be in different seats on the way back.
See, this movie's funnier and funnier now that you think about it. It's all coming together.
Yeah. All right, I'll change my rating.
But yeah. So then the fascinating thing is, I do believe some of the artists, not the actual cartoon, but that John Cusack, because like he drew some of that stuff because he did the same thing in the movie One Crazy Summer. I don't know if you ever saw One Crazy Summer, but he would draw cartoons on that as well. That was kind of like part of his thing, to be a cartoonist. And he made like a cartoon did you guys ever see that movie One Crazy Summer?
I don't think I've ever seen that movie.
So it was Jay, you're convincing me. I'm changing my score to a 90. This is Turd Ferguson. I love it. And I know we got supers. Thank you so much for all the $2 and more that you guys are sending. We're gonna get to that very soon. One Crazy Summer was literally. Chat, you got to let me know whatever came out first was almost like the same thing as Summer Rental, and it was Demi Moore was in it, yeah, John Cusack, and they went over to this beach area, and some rich developer was trying to close down a bar, and in order to get to the rich developer, they had to beat him in a boat race. So John Cusack plays a character by the name of Hoops, who can't shoot a basketball to save his life, and everybody thinks he can play basketball because everybody calls him Hoops. so random throughout the whole film, he's like crumpling up paper, and they're like, "Oh, Hoops is shooting," and he just totally missed. And so, and then the movie in the John Candy film, Summer Rental, it was pretty much the same thing. Rich developers bought this home that he was staying in with his family, and it was only through a boat race that they would win. So it was kind of like almost the same film. I don't know which one came out first. So it was pretty good. But in this film, you could see in John Cusack, when he was at lunch, he was like doodling, and he's talking to his doodle. He does kind of the same thing in One Crazy Summer, and the same type of Summer Rental came out first. Okay. I'm not asking anyone to change their score. That's all right.
I already changed mine. I bumped it up a little bit.
So, but yeah. But we get into I remember let's see. So the movie goes so he breaks up with Beth. Beth breaks up with him. He tries to self-delete several times and then reconsiders it. He ends up like having a little conversation with the French girl, and they meet at prom. And the stupidest thing ever was when Blaine, was that his name? Wait, what's the bad guy's name again? Roy.
Stalin.
When Roy came up, yeah,
Stalin.
Roy go. I don't know why I'm thinking of Blaine. He's not even here. He sits down and he
Blaine
goes,
is
high
the
school
villain.
bully.
he's like, you gotta shave. Make sure he shaves before you kiss her goodnight. And then he just starts laughing at his joke, like the guy that does drugs, and he just can't stop laughing at the stupidest joke.
Oh yeah, was it like you guys make a cute couple or something like
Yeah.
that? And he just keeps coming back, and they keep like it's like
It's so
uncomfortable.
stupid.
His friend was so dumb. Oh, dude, I love the different like things we keep finding his friend
Shout
doing
out
too,
OG.
and he's trying to go down to K-12. Like at one point he's snorting in the snow, but at one point he's just like sleeping on the mountaintop. Like he's just like laying there under a blanket asleep. Like, dude, this movie was so crazy. It's crazy.
Well, he finally stands up. We're like just all in this movie now. He stands up when Roy was messing with the little French girl, and he's just like, "Fine, I'll race you chicken from the K-12." And then it gets on the loudspeaker at school. This coming Sunday, go watch. Everybody's like cheering him on. I was dying, man. I thought it was great, and it comes around full circle that it's the freaking paper boy that wants his $2 that chases him and convinces him to go down. Now, I will give credit, man. The skiing in this film is top notch. The fact that you could ski down a hill on one ski was like pretty impressive. There were no green screens back in those days. So they had to find someone to. Has any of you guys ever been skiing?
I've been cross country
Yeah.
skiing. I've never been downhill skiing.
Yeah,
It's
I went
fun.
skiing a few times, and it ain't pretty. It ain't pretty. The hills I got to go down are like literally like this. If it's anything like this, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm
You
like
just, you
freaking
just
done.
have to you just have to practice, but it can get really fun. The one thing I don't like is you end up sweating a lot. That's the one thing.
Mhm.
Like you can't control it because you have so
Sweating?
much gear on. Yeah, you have so much gear on. You're going so fast.
Well, it's a sport, so you're gonna sweat.
Yeah.
I know, but but it's like it's not like you can't just take it off.
The
You can't
worst
take
part
off the
about this
jacket.
sport is that I get sweaty. Like, yeah.
Well,
Hey,
it's just you can't take the jacket off. It just gets really hot and there's no water around.
There's plenty of it.
Water
It's-
everywhere. It's just frozen.
I'm gonna eat like the ice off the ground.
You can just snort it like Booger did in the movie.
Yeah. He's
that
like, he goes, oh my
no.
gosh. He goes, half my brain is numb. I can't move my arm. Like, dude. Oh my gosh.
I just love how the bully had stupid jokes.
Oh yeah.
Because I think that was perfect. The dad was trying to be cool. It just played. I think everything was great because it made fun of bullies being stupid. It made fun of the girl who the blonde-haired girl that was like, I just want to be with the popular guy. And it's like, yeah, don't date people like that. Don't self-delete yourself. It just was like all wrapped in. And I think we need to watch the teaser trailer and pause it from wherever we need. And then we'll get into some supers. So this is great.
Oh no.
You guys never did that, man. You know, with your spray on deodorant, you never just go crazy with it with your kid.
Oh, dude, we all did. Yeah. When I was in grade school is when Axe first showed up. And every like guy friend I knew had Axe, and we all just like doused ourselves.
That's right. Axe baths. That's right.
Yeah.
Like everyone's got more going than you do.
Okay, so this was a perfect expression of when you were in high school and you're the only kid that didn't do his homework and everybody knows the answers and you're just sitting there hoping that you never get called upon. That's why it was like an exaggerated thing of like being in high school, because when you didn't do I might be the only one, but I can relate to this so well. When you didn't do your homework and everybody around you did their homework and they've got all these papers and graphs coming out and you're like, holy crap, I didn't do any of this stuff. It's like, it just feels exaggerated. Like, oh my God, there was so much work to be done. I didn't do anything.
Dude.
So
I was gonna say, at least John had something. I've been there where everybody's turning something in and I have nothing.
Oh yeah.
It's the
dude,
worst
I would just
feeling ever.
and you just wave the teacher off before they get to you, just like skip past me. Don't stop and look at me. Yeah.
See, I'm not alone in the chat. No. Been there. That was 100% me. The anxiety starts. And that's what I was trying to say. Like, this movie was trying to represent the anxiety exaggeration of what happens when you're the only kid in the class that didn't do their homework. And you think that everybody knows the answers. Everybody understands what the teacher was like rambling on about the YZ chromosomes and the X4, 5, 6, 7 territories. And everybody just starts clapping and laughing.
Dude,
and it's
that
like,
was hilarious.
You're sitting there like, what is he talking about? But that's what it feels like when you don't read or do your homework, and it's like time to turn it. And of course, you get called on when you're like you're the only one. So
he tried so hard to not get noticed, dude.
I hope this helps people that didn't like this film.
Yeah, but dude, the classroom scene was hilarious. I loved when he's talking about all this stuff, and everybody keeps laughing at his jokes and stuff, and you're like, what is happening? He's like, I don't understand anything, dude.
But even the teacher at the end was like, this is kind of awkward, but I was wondering if I should take Beth out on it.
Yeah, and then he's driving away with her later. Like, dude, I was like, this is so
that's
weird.
all, again, that's all the psyche of a teenage boy that just broke up. They think the world is like coming against him, all that stuff. That's what this movie was trying to like, show in there. So anyway. That's my I don't know why that was one of my favorite scenes in the film, when he scratches the chalkboard and everybody freaks out.
Dude, it's wild.
They literally moosed everyone's hair.
Their hair.
For literally 10 seconds of scene in the movie.
Yeah.
Look at it. Even everyone in the chat. Yeah, I've been there, but I was good at winging it. Exactly. The fact that they did all that for like 10 seconds of film is put everybody's hair all moosed up. I think it was great. Anyway.
Everyone is smart.
So you're Al Myers' kid. Yes, I am. You look pretty stupid to me.
Well, and then, dude, like, even the whole thing of like getting a job. Obviously, it's the same guy that's like, he's been screwing over like the whole movie. But the whole thing of like, get your first job, and the guy thinks he has to teach you a lesson about work ethic instead of just like letting you do the job. And he's like, no, what we do is serious, and you got to wear the costume. You got to wear it with pride. Like, dude, so crazy.
It's like, wash your hands on your own time.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, dude.
That was just so weird.
He took his teeth out and dunked it in this water and then put it back in.
It was so gross, man. It was so gross.
Oh my gosh, man. That shit was so funny, dude. Like,
see? Everyone's starting to love it. Everyone's starting to love it now.
I had a better time with this movie than when I rated it, because it's so dumb, dude, but it's hilarious. Like, oh my gosh.
I mean, again, it's just, my first job was at a movie theater. I got fired within a month, and I remember the boss just talking to all the new recruits like we were retarded, and just basically very similar, and just was like, I need you to do this. I need, just like mad that we were there, thinking that we would just figure it out as we go.
Yeah.
And it just, I resonated with it so well. Like they didn't come out and literally say, "Are you Jay? Yeah, you look pretty stupid to me." But it just felt that way because you're standing there and you're all like ready to get to work, and they're like, "Can you go over there and rip the things?" And I'm like, what? What do you mean?" And it's like, you rip the tickets, okay? You put one here and you put one here. Pretty soon we're going to be scanning them. All right, that's what you do. We got to collect and count the ticket. It's like that's how they talk to me, and I'm like, okay, sir, I'll go stand at number 7 and rip the ticket. It's like,
oh boy,
it basically he was just mad at his life that he's a manager of a movie theater and he's got to deal with a bunch of teenagers. So that's what it was, and this scene just represented the anxiety that a lot, not everybody, again, I'm speaking to myself, that you got on your first day of a job, and you know, I ended up getting fired anyway because I let all my friends in the movie. I don't know what movie it was, and the movie theater was overpacked with people because this guy was like, "Jay's here, yo man, can we get in?" I'm like, "Yeah, 2, 7, 8, 9 people." I'm like, it should be a little. We should be okay. And then they ratted me out. They were like, "No,
that's
Jay,
crazy, bro. No, that's crazy, bro. You can't rat your friend out, though.
Yeah. I'll never. I told this story a million times. The next day, they put me on popcorn. Because they were afraid I was going to let more people in for free. And the freaking manager calls my mom while I'm working to tell me that I'm fired, not to come back. Because I went home, she's like, the manager called and said, "You're not coming back. What did you do?" So my mom thinks I like stole a bunch of money. And it's like, I didn't steal anything. Like, then why did you get fired?
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know. I was making popcorn. Anyway.
Oh, dude.
Thank you. You say the best skier in town just ran off with your girlfriend? Even your...
There you go. How to pick out trashy women. Oh my god.
What the heck?
Yeah. Weaponized autism, bro. Like I was like, oh my gosh, dude. This is, it was like the one thing that he actually reacts to was like, oh, hey, look at this. Like, boobs. Dude.
He's got a freaking Cabbage Patch doll on the back shelf there.
Dude.
One of the most popular toys ever.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Your younger brother does better than you do? And that
so
again.
So technically those are all trashy women and they're having drinks. Yeah, you probably couldn't get away with that in a movie today. So
no, not at all. No.
So
nobody even cares.
That broke up with me.
Oh, that's nice.
Again, did you ever feel that way that you tried to talk to mom and she was just like, okay, wasn't paying attention. Doesn't understand your pain. So, and here he was gonna like jump off a bridge and nobody cared.
Well, you might be right. But remember one thing.
I haven't even been to New York City.
Nobody was ever.
They didn't even put the quote about where are things going at this. Oh, I can't remember. They're throwing away.
Be as funny as it is, dude. That's so fucking funny. Sorry.
Oh,
it killed me, dude. It's just the way that he kept swinging around, like, and she just like kept pushing the door like farther and farther out.
Shout out, Ruben. I see you, brother.
Man.
Lady Aaron says my mom. Lady Aaron says the mom is legit retarded.
She really is, dude. Oh my gosh.
The weirdest part of the movie, the aardvark jacket.
Dude,
like,
it's made
just wait until you see the hood.
The aardvark fur dude killed me.
See,
he's like, it's so,
everybody needs
like,
to bring their score up at least a few points. Now that you're talking through it,
he goes, it's so warm. Like, oh man.
But the funny thing is, he acted all, "Oh, what did you do?" Like he's excited, and they're like, "It's aardvark fur." He's like, but then the funny thing is, he goes out and his neighbor's wearing one too.
Yeah.
The truth is, I could out-ski you any day of the week.
Look at these guys are supposed to be like 11th and 12th graders.
Nah.
Right.
Oh, that's pretty funny.
Oh my gosh.
Oh really? Yeah, you want to race? I'll take you on any day, sucker. Go,
sucker.
Sucker. Dude.
Go that way, really fast. If something gets in your way, turn. All you need is.
Sorry, dude. It's just freaking funny.
Dude.
Oh. How do you get mixed up in ski competition in high school? Like that's gonna be the thing, you know?
Yeah.
I
never thought that could be.
All right.
Now turn! I'm gonna race,
Now turn.
I'm gonna lose, and I'm gonna die in that order. Go!
And you'll never doubt yourself again.
He's skiing on one ski!
Better off dead.
That's a real shame when folks be throwing away a perfectly good white boy like that.
There you go.
That's the best joke in the movie. Like, legitimately, that is the best joke of the whole film. Like, that was hilarious.
I'm offended, Mike. It's a racist joke, and I don't like that kind of stuff in our movies.
We just lost Cracker Barrel. We're having a really hard time right now.
Yeah, that's right.
Preach.
Oh, dude, that's so funny though.
Wait, I heard a boop.
Oh,
Oops.
Someone's backstage. Ah, Jonas made
Look
it.
at who it
Jonas!
is.
Hello, everyone. Oh, you're at my favorite line in the entire film right here.
Yeah.
It's a racist joke. You shouldn't be laughing. That's
I
why
love. Well, I'm sorry. I enjoyed this particular joke. Hey, my internet's been crazy all day. If I'm cutting out words, just let me know.
Okay.
Imagine, listen to all of us. We thought this was one of the best jokes in the film. None of us were offended. No one was upset. You know, they couldn't freaking the people are scared to put jokes like this in movies today.
Yeah.
Because they don't want to offend anybody. So,
Yeah.
It's hilarious. Yeah.
Don't they call the two Asian brothers? They say like the Kamikaze brothers or
Yeah.
something like that. You know, like,
Yeah.
An abnormal look at a normal teenager.
what do you got? CBS Productions presents an A&M film production, a Savage Steve Holland film, Better Off Dead, with John Cusack. Crazy. I wonder what he got paid for that film.
Savage Steve Holland. Normal.
I can't imagine much. Like,
Casual Steve Holland was not available.
yeah.
Ah, good old John Cusack. Go read a book, Jay. Go read a book.
Dude, also like the whole sequence, they kept doing this throughout the film where like different things would happen and they'd play this like scary music, and I was like, is this like a weird horror film? And then it would just be like kids, like a bunch of kids standing around. And when he gets jacked by like all the newspaper kids in like the park, and I was like, why is it supposed to be scary, bro? But yeah, this movie is such a fever dream, man. Oh man.
This is somebody else. This is another amazing scene from the film, and then we're gonna get into super chats right after this. I have Mo get them. I want to hear Jonas's take, but yeah, I hope YouTube doesn't take it down. It's just too good.
Hey there, Lane. I know this is a little awkward, me being a cartoon and all. I was just wondering how you'd feel if I took out Beth.
Oh my god!
Instead of Jonas laughing, everybody's laughing. This
I
is
love
a
this
funny
movie. Yeah, this movie doesn't take itself so seriously. That's why this is a good movie.
He freaking is dressed with a tie.
That Jonas is gonna like this movie.
And like they bring him into dinner while he's dressed this way.
Have you met Monique?
She's like, in honor of our French guest, we made French fries.
French fry, yeah, French dressing,
French toast,
French fries.
The mom really is.
I'm trying not to get in
retarded, dude.
trouble, so I'm like skipping ahead.
French bread. And to drink. Ta-da! Peru.
Not even close. Not even close.
Dude. I love that the French girl could speak English the whole time, and so she's listening to this mom completely make a fool of herself.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. I couldn't believe it.
But she had a really good point. You know, she said if they knew I spoke English, everything would have been so much worse.
Yeah,
it's true.
She would have had to marry the quiet on set guy.
She freaking drinks paint thinner.
Oh my god, this is my favorite part. That was awesome.
Yeah, I'm real sorry your mom blew up, Ricky.
Too sorry, Ricky, about your mom blowing up. It's like, holy cow, dude. Oh my gosh.
The next scene that you see her face is all like in a big bang. Man. Oh,
this movie was wild.
Everybody should be rating this 90. I'm just saying. Freaking great. Great film. Jonas, is this your first time seeing this movie?
No, I saw it in college, I think. Somebody quoted some people would just be throwing away a perfectly good white boy line. And I was like, I'm sorry, what's that from? And then we watched it. And Yeah, it's just one of those movies that is endlessly quotable, and the preference is for making something quotable over making a story that makes any narrative sense. Like they'll go for the joke before they'll go for anything that makes sense in this movie. And almost every joke, even the dumb ones, kind of land for me. So it's just my sense of humor.
We will share all you guys score from Better Off Dead. Thank you guys for participating. Look at that. It's up there with a rad. My rating is probably the highest might be the highest out of everyone, to be honest with you. So I give it a 90. This movie is stupid, and I love it. That's pretty much where I'm at. I freaking love it. Let's go through this. There's Anderson. Gave it a 65. Says, go read a book. Okay, that's in reference to John, and I might go off camera because my internet's acting up. That's in reference to John Cusack yelling at me on Twitter and told me to go. The last thing he ever said to me was, go read a book. We were having a great conversation about fascism in America. And he basically was saying, like, I told him, he posted something, and I told him, and I said, I don't think you understand what the word fascism means. And he's like, oh, really? Please explain. And so I shared a definition of what fascism means, and he goes, that's not it at all. I think you need to go read a book, bro. And he blocked me, and that was the end of it. So one day I'll meet him at one of these cons. Oh, Mike gave it a 42.
Ooh. No, my score's higher now. Gotta refresh the page.
That is fascism right there.
No, I gave it it's now at 15.
What? Oh Tabitha gave it a 20? Well, she's not coming on the show next week.
I think that's for the best.
Demon Hunter. All right, hold on. I just refreshed. So we got a 50.
What happened to your... Oh.
Huh?
Literally just got finished 5 minutes ago. What a weird satire mixed with 80s rom-com. Some good lines and gags. I don't know if I like it or dislike it. There you go. Dreaming Tabitha gave it a 20. You get a thumbs down from me.
20 that's brutal. Oh yeah, my gosh.
It's not the worst review this movie has got.
Sarah gave it a 95. Look at that. The Monday Night Hangover convinced me this was a hilarious movie. See, you have a discussion about it and you realize it's not so bad after all. Candyman 63. Anderson gave it a 70. Go read a book. Yeah, that was quite something. Mike gave it all right. This score went up to 59. There it is. You did mention that it did look like an 80s music video. Lady Aaron with a 90. I love this movie. Hangers with a girl's face on them. Yeah. Claymation burger singing Van Halen. Worldwide of sports, Asians, weird food, fat guys dancing, snorting snow, trashy women, muscle cars, and cute French girls. What's not to like here? That's what's up. Rough Night. Gave it a 39. I respect your honesty, but I'm not reading that. And it gets worse. A 30. You guys gave it a bogus. Well, that's okay. Mo gave it a what the F did I just watch?
Is that like a positive or a negative one?
That's pretty sad.
I explained it.
We got an 80 over here from
Sudi.
No, I'm not asking him. I'm trying to tell the crowd to the chat. Right?
Yeah, this guy has a saxophone. You should read his reviews.
Pimp saxophone.
Had a saxophone.
I'm giving y'all a thumbs up for participating, so it's all good. I appreciate it. 62 from Toxic. Better Off Dead is a weird mix of medium and genres. Probably best enjoyed on Substance.
Wow.
Maybe Cub Nut. What do you get when you mix a teeny comedy with a black comedy and a screwball comedy? You get Better Off Dead. There you go. Oh man.
Whoa.
Ouch.
Dang.
Not like it was great outdoors.
Was it supposed to be funny? And you gave it a like?
I respect everyone's honesty.
I would.
Now that's a real shame when I did give Tabitha a thumbs down.
Yeah, I was gonna say you got Tabitha a thumbs down.
Everybody else got a like.
I'll think about changing it. Broken Wrench Mechanic. This film really surprised me. I finished this movie smiling, and I was glad I watched it. There you go. See, it's just dumb fun. Jar Jar Binks. All right, you get a thumbs up. Steel A gave it a 95.
He gave the 1% a thumbs up. The 30, 40%. Nah, man. Nah.
Steel Leg earlier today, his review was like 60%. My guy has I was literally preparing because all of his reviews are 100, and I was like, holy crap, we've got a freaking 60 from Steel Leg, and he raised it to a 95. You dirty dog. I wonder if he went back and watched it again.
Or he probably heard us talk about it or something, and he was like, you know what, I like this movie more now. Yeah,
probably because he was like, this movie's not so great. 60%.
All I'm saying
I was like, all right,
we discussed the movie and people's changed their score. I appreciate it.
Hey,
dang, Sevy gave it a 50. Oh man, John Cusack plays Lane, a teenager who thinks he's in love.
I was going to give it originally a 20%, and I moved it to a 50 because of the second half.
Blaine gave it a 60.
Blaine.
Okay, rad. Appreciate it.
You're
the first 30 minutes of this one had me really worried.
That's the same thing I said. Yeah, the first half of the movie's like, what is going on?
It is not great until cute French chick shows up. I think she kind of saves the thing. Like something about the rom-com elements and whatever. None of the comedy or anything in that first 30 were working for me. I was just like, oh my god, this is bad. This is
Steelegg says he changed the score because he felt bad for Jay.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Chelsea gave it a 65. I didn't know I had that kind of power. My man, Fergusonian with a 90. What's up, Turd Ferg? Appreciate it. Eric gave it a 50. Don't watch this movie. It's that breaks my heart. Dr. Manzor moved it up to 55. Happy birthday, Jay. Hope you had a great weekend. Now let's talk about this movie. Look at that. Ninja Waiter gave it an 85. Nick wrote an excellent review, although I think his rating is way too low. Go read it here. Wait, did you make a review and then tag somebody else's review?
He did.
Yeah, he did.
Which, and I'll say this, Ninja Waiter is easily our most particular user on Criticalist, I think, to date. And he was going around doing the Lord's work for this movie. He's just like, not high enough. I'm judging you. I'm like, all right. I feel you passionate about this one. So he gave it a pass.
I was going to give this one a neutral 50, as I have yet to find it for free on streaming. I'll come back.
It's on HBO Max.
There's Nick with a 63. I want my $2. That's right. Happy birthday, Jay. Hope today brings you many blessings and laughter. Man, I appreciate it. I had a great birthday. I watched it. Now I can forget it. Please make it stop. Better off dead. Better off not watching it.
Wow.
Brimstone. You get a thumbs down. I cannot in my right mind give this movie a good review, and I lost my best friend to suicide. Oh, all right. Let me change that. Sorry about that. I lost my best friend to suicide when I was 12 and a half. Has a bit to hit home for me, even joking around. Oh, okay. All right. I respect it.
Yeah.
I respect
I'm sorry.
Also, Jay, please read a book. Okay.
There are these
I've
things
been working on that. I've been working
that
on
are
that.
called like books.
Not every movie was made for everyone. However, I respect originality. Okay. Here's Wasp. Gave it a 0.
Wow. That stings.
You get a thumbs down. Mr. P says, hope you have a happy birthday, Jay. I would have rather read a book. I love that people are putting happy birthday in their reviews. That's pretty awesome. Awesome. My man, Life on Marshmallows, who gave me a Labubu for my birthday. I'm pretty sure this little brother's. Yeah. So now I have a devil in my room.
Yeah.
War Machine gave it a 100. Look at this guy, man.
Dang, bro.
This guy. And we get an 82. He talks about Savage Steve Holland's Better Off Dead as one of the strangest teen comedies to come out of the 1980s. And that's exactly why it became a cult favorite. Mountain Mutt with a 98. It's my favorite comedy from the 80s. And it's my top 5 of all time. This is a weird
Top 5 of all time.
This is a weird,
That's
either
wild.
love it or you hate it. Like there's that's wild, man. That's wild. Either love it or you hate it. There's Dixie with a 92. Everybody wants some. I want some too. That's the song. This is great. Discat and Matt. What did we get? A 98. See, look at that. You either love it or you hate it. Are we getting into? Wait, when did you do this review? Oh yeah, now we're getting into the. I'm just gonna scroll down a little bit further.
The older ones.
Yeah, there's Cole Hauser.
There's Cole Hauser.
Yep.
One of the funniest movies in the 80s, a cult classic. Look at that. Thank you guys for using Criticless. And yeah, that's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome to see people going for it.